Good morning, and welcome to First Local Mornings with Heidi.
And me.
And Mike, and a little bit of Craig, and I believe Tristan is in the house as well. Colette is off today, and we don't have anybody to sit next to me. So everybody be very kind. We're going to call this show A Whole Lot of Heidi. So
yeah, that's for sure.
Right? So, welcome to this show. Today is Monday, March 22nd. And without Colette here to ask me what I did on the weekend, Mike, what did I do on the weekend?
I don't know. What did you do on the weekend, Heidi?
Well, I did a lot of things. I did some visiting, some friends that I haven't seen for at least a year. I hung out with my sister. What else did I do? I took my youngest to a car wash. It's peace of mind, to know that fun at the age of 6 can be purchased for $7.99. It was just a quick wash.
I could have got Tristan to wash it for you if you would have asked.
Yeah, but would he do it for $7.99? I don't know. Kids nowadays are pretty sharp.
I'll do it for $5.
See, he said 5.
No. 5, eh? Well, I'm going to have to keep that in mind. But anyway, so we go, and of course, the good citizens of Sault Ste. Marie are all, in line to wash their cars. And it was an extensive lineup. We were in line for half an hour because Emma was really committed. So, we get 2 cars out of the goal, and there's an absence of chatter in the background. I look in the back seat, and she's asleep, like sound asleep. And so I'm like, Emma, wake up. She's like, no, I'm just going to close my eyes for a minute. No, you're going to miss it. So anyway, yeah, so we went into the car wash. It was that, those touchless. I've always wondered what that was about.
Oh, the ones like the Essos, I think, or Canadian Tire ones.
Yeah, touchless, because, my car,
You don't like anybody touching your car.
I don't like anybody touching much of any of my stuff, to be honest. So, but I did always worry about, those big whirly things, and if they had little kind of rocks and whatnot, scratching and, So anyway, yeah, it was very interesting. Lots of soap, layers of soap, but very shiny. I mean, twice I've walked right past my car not recognizing it. But then I get in and the mess inside still exists. So,
Heidi, I'm actually worried to bring my truck in there because I saw some videos online, and I saw one where the actual bar came right down on the top of a truck, and so it kind of damaged the truck. So I kind of leave it to myself to do it. And I mean, I consider myself, I guess, a good person to buff things out and wax things. So
maybe you're the man I should be talking to.
Oh, maybe. I'm not a pole boy.
But, I'm going to say, they have a whole list of kind of if your truck or vehicle is this high and there's all sorts of numbers associated with it, whatever, you should not be using this. So I don't know, maybe whoever that happened to should have done the reading, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually have something for you to look at this morning.
Bad time to surprise me.
No, and I won't do what I did last week with your favorite person that made you blush. But mind you, this may make you blush. Here, I'll bring it up on the screen here, watch. Now, come on, how can you not like that? Look how cute.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, that's yeah.
Now, you and I talked about you. We thought that wasn't real, but you got to look, and it's the way that the dog's, jumping around at it. I mean, for different species and animals to, interact like that, that's amazing.
That is, yeah, that's wild. I still find it hard to believe, but yeah, we went the full CSI, Mike and I, when we were looking at this. I was like, hey, can you isolate that butterfly? Can you expand that?
Oh, yeah, she went all out on me on this one.
Yeah, so there's your daily dose of cute. And you actually can see, wow, there are 2 lights on me right now.
That was weird. I didn't have it set right. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Anyway, so your daily dose of cute. I think that we should probably go to some news. Yeah.
I think so.
So last week the Sunshine List was released and predictably has created some discussion. Our own Dan Gray has posted an article online noting that multiple city employees received over a 5% raise during the pandemic. So the city of Sault Ste. Marie employees on the Sunshine List. Well, there's no light. How do I know?
You're looking the wrong way.
I don't know where to look.
Okay, look at me on this camera. See?
What?
Oh, okay, that's right. You can't tell. But look over here.
No, I'm not looking anywhere. I'm reading. Okay, so a review of City of Sault Ste. Marie employees on the Sunshine List shows 95 names. Chief Administrative Officer Malcolm White is the highest paid city employee, receiving $208,756.64. The rest of the top 5 are Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Tom Vare at $189,797.65. Fire Chief Peter Johnson, $178,009.48. And then Chief Financial Officer and City Treasurer Shelley Shell, wow, say that 3 times fast, $171,691.08.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, so, a very interesting read to, just kind of take note of the people who are occupying significant positions in the city and getting paid for the good work that they do.
Now, I guess we're on to what next?
Well, I've got an update on the COVID. So,
yeah.
So, Algoma Public Health is reporting a new case of COVID-19 today from Sault Ste. Marie and area. So again, the process remains the same. If you are considered to have been a close contact, through contact tracing, Algoma Public Health will notify you. So again, if you are not contacted by Algoma Public Health, you are not considered to be a close contact and not safe from this particular exposure anyway. So case 222 is reported to be self-isolating with the cause of exposure close contact after being tested on March 20th. So in the past 10 days, regions near us, Algoma regions that have reported cases include Sault Ste. Marie and area, Central and East Algoma, Elliott Lake and area.
We're doing a lot better, though, than a lot of other places, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a true story. I talk daily to my little aunt down in Toronto. She lives in downtown Toronto, and, she's just this side of Farrell at this point. She's 84. She does everything by herself. And she is just on fire with, the situation in Toronto. And of course, she has many very strong opinions with regards to how it's being managed, the rollout of the vaccination. So again, I do talk to her probably 3 or 4 times a day, and it's always an entertaining conversation.
No, I noticed too, Heidi, about the, COVID is that I see that the government's opening up people getting their shots, I think 75 and over now. Yes, they have expanded the tiers of what am I calling it? The tiers of eligibility. I think so, yeah. Yes. So do check out our website because we do have more information posted about that. I don't have it right here in front of me. And I always feel like, in the absence of information, you don't want to provide bad information. No, so of course not. Don't have it here in front of me. Go to the website and you can get your update there. Okay. So over the weekend, Jamestown got cleaned up. It's a little bit cleaner. So a small but spirited group of individuals took to the streets of Jamestown. The approximately dozen people were competing in a garbage collection challenge put on by Safe Space. What a great concept. I know, isn't that? So from noon until 1 p.m. on March 20th, they took garbage bags and biohazard containers throughout the area around the soup kitchen. It needs to be a safe place for everyone, so with there being children and adults around the garbage, it just doesn't look nice, and it makes it safer, said Michelle McDonald, who was in fact one of the participants. Now, I got to ask, look at... people got masks on, but they're looks like Halloween masks. I wonder what that's about. Well, maybe they're just trying to keep it fun. I'm not sure. Dan didn't really comment on that, and I'm looking at it now. It's definitely some Halloween masks. Yeah, and the last one looks like the guy had a leash on that person there. So yeah, I have no comment. I don't know. I'm going to leave that alone. Back to you. I got nothing. Yeah, neither here. So the Bush Plane welcomes spring and gives an update. So if you were down near the Bush Plane Center around noon on Saturday, you would have seen Chopper and Smokey. Those are some mascots that are part of the team there at the Bush Plane, welcoming in spring.
And what a beautiful day it was to do so. So the mascots, along with Edie Suriano, who is the marketing and promotions manager for the museum, were meeting and talking with kids and parents alike along Bay Street. Suriano said the Bush Plains Centre is currently open and looking forward to hopefully a much busier season than last year. I think a lot of agencies are in line with that particular hope.
Yeah.
So, she did indicate that they're trying to plan things for the future, that they really hope, to see that increase in the summer so that they can continue to have their annual events, like the Bush Plain Days that happen in September. So with the pandemic, now heading into its second year and vaccination starting in our community, I think that's really got everybody kind of hopeful that, we can start to see the turnaround.
Yeah, I hope so too, because Edie's worked really hard at the Bush Plain,
Edie is dynamite.
She is, and then, to not be able to have, more people in there to help them, because they're always looking for money to, for operating costs. So, hopefully this year maybe they can have more people coming in, maybe this summer with the vaccinations, I hope.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So on another note, we do have a missing person in our community. The Sault Ste. Marie Police Service is requesting the public's assistance with locating Jeremy Rowlandson. I think we have a picture of him. He was last seen on Tuesday, March 16th, around 11:25 a.m. in the area of Trunk Road and Queensgate Boulevard. He is described as 5 feet 10 inches tall, approximately 155 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes, last seen wearing black jeans, a gray long-sleeve shirt, a hat, and running shoes. So Jeremy is known to frequent the downtown area, so if you do have any information on his whereabouts, you are urged to contact the police, 949-6300. And let's see what we have here. So there was a street in the West End that was closed for most of the day yesterday. It had to do with a break in water mains. So the PUC was on the scene, and the crews had closed off Farwell Terrace, not Farewell, Farwell Terrace, between Johnson Avenue and Batonte Crescent. The incident did have to do again with all the water main breaks. Residents in the area are said to, look out. You might see some color changes. There might be a lack of water pressure until it's adequately repaired. Okay, so I think at this point we'll give Heidi a wee break, and we'll check in with Craig to see what the weather's doing this week. Take it away, Craig.
Well, you're doing a great job, Heidi, by yourself, flying solo.
Yay!
I fly solo all day long, so.
You forgot me.
If you want any pointers, just let me know. Anyway, the weekend was awesome. I assume you had a great weekend, Heidi.
I did have a great weekend.
Yeah,
I had
did too.
a great
Beautiful
weekend.
weather. We're taking a look outside right now. Oh, I don't have my shot. Mike, can we go to that shot? On the other side of this camera, the sun is trying to peek out. It's not going to win. The clouds are going to roll in. We're going to start seeing some showers. But we're going to hold on to the warm temperatures, at least for 3 days before we start seeing a drastic change in our forecast. So I'll give you those details when I come back.
Every time you wear a mask, remember, it's so one day we can all go back to doing this and this. Every time you wash your hands, remember that eventually it'll all be worth it for them and them. Every time you hang out here, remember that at some point we'll all be able to get together here, and here. Protect yourself and others from COVID-19. A message from the Government of Canada.
Traveling in Canada is unmatched. It's such a lovely, safe energy that you don't necessarily get in other places in the world.
Yeah, Karine, c'est ça chez nous. Aïe, 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 aïe.
You can get a taste, a feel, a sound for the rest of the world within our borders.
You can see the Northern Lights on TV or in pictures, but it just doesn't do it justice.
There's nothing like Canada in the winter.
Hello and welcome back to First Local Morning with Heidi, missing Colette.
But you have me.
Well, I do have you. I'm sorry. So I
forget
should,
me.
Okay. Do over. Welcome back to First Local Mornings with Heidi and Mike, who is off screen but ever present in my ear.
And everybody else's ear.
And everybody else's ear. Well, and that's good, right? Because otherwise I'd just be talking to myself.
Yeah, you do that all the time, don't you?
Well, sometimes, but it's because I rarely say anything that I don't want to hear, right?
You better get to the Facebook shout-outs.
The Facebook, yes. So Kimberly and Bradley, as always, watching. I am so used to seeing your names. Thank you for tuning in. Margaret, also, a comfort zone for me. Good morning, all, says Margaret. Good morning, Margaret.
Good morning, all right, Margaret.
Oh, Giselle. Hello, Giselle. Giselle says, how was your acting in the movie? Well, I think I mentioned it last week, I play a mysterious woman who leads a cult. So I would say that my acting was sultry and mysterious. And actually, it was kind of interesting because, I did say that they were directing me to a little restaurant, pizza place in Hayden. And I didn't know there was any such place in Hayden, to be honest. So, that little fear in the back of your head, snuff film, not sure. Anyway, so I did go, and sure enough, there's it's an actual restaurant. I said, is this a set or is this real? And the owner was there, and what a gracious guy, Mike Vachon, I think is how you would pronounce the last name. And he was really cool. And he made coffee, which I shouldn't have had at 9 at night, but I did. So yeah, it was fun. It was just myself and a small cluster of young men from college, from Sioux College. So yeah, so that was the first part of the shoot. There will be another shoot, I guess, probably in April. He said Windsor Park. So yeah, thanks for asking. It was fun. Oh, Bradley's back with his Spanish. Buenos dias, mi adorables dama. ¿Cómo está? ¿Está bueno? Sí, muy bueno. Gracias. Inika.
Did you say it right?
I think I did. And she said, more language. Okay, hang on. And it says see more. Okay. Good morning, Eder Green. I can't do that. So good morning, everyone, is the direct translation. Steve Childs. Howdy. Right back at you, Steve. Howdy. Carl says good morning. Good morning, Carl. We needed your son this morning. But it's good to see you tuning in from Fergus. And my friend Rachel is watching. Hi, Rachel. Don't be afraid to comment. I'm always kind. I will never, make anybody feel bad. So, well, at least not on camera. So I save that for my private time. So, yeah. So that's what we have. That's it. Yeah. I mean, it's a quiet day. It's Monday, right? It was a nice weekend, so everybody's still kind of hearkening back to the weekend and the sunshine where they probably did some. Oh, there's Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. But you kind of Monday starts and it's the work week and all of that kind of stuff. So just hold on to the sunshine. I know Craig is kind of menacing us with some suggestions of weather. Inika, Heidi, you pronounced my name very good. Yes!
She got it this morning.
I got it. I nailed it. Yes. Okay. I'm going to say it 5 times every night before I go to bed so that I don't have to actually get nervous when I see you pop up. So, okay. Thank you very much, everybody in Facebook. Oh, we're going to Craig.
Yeah, Craig's ready for you.
Is this the 3-day?
Oh, he's got the 3-day, yeah.
Okay, well, Craig's got the 3-day weather forecast. So, over to Craig.
Thanks very much, Heidi. And we had a beautiful weekend on the week. This past weekend, this gorgeous sunny skies, blue skies, and warm temperatures. We hit 14 and 15 degrees on the weekend, and we're going to hold on to those fairly warm temperatures for the first part of this week, and then we're going to see our temperatures nosedive as several systems try to take a swipe at us. We'll take a look at what's outside right now. We're looking at some clouds, and those clouds are going to thicken up later on today, and eventually we're going to see some showers. If we take a look at the board for today, basically increasing clouds, light rain showers developing late this afternoon. Temperatures, though, still nice and warm at 12 degrees before we start seeing those temperatures take a dive later on. This is how temperatures are around the board. 13 degrees in Thunder Bay, and again 13 in Mackinac. 12 degrees here in the Sioux and Sudbury, and even Timmins warming up at 13 degrees. Wawa still a little cool at 8 degrees. This is the satellite shot showing you where the rain is right now. You can see a little bit of it trying to push in, and we have this amount coming in for later on this afternoon. And then we have a bigger system coming in for Wednesday that we're definitely keeping an eye on, because that's going to give us a big soaker of rain on Wednesday. And then it may lead to some flurry activity Wednesday night into Thursday. But we're still watching that. Still not totally confident on that forecast. But here's that system I was talking about. That's going to ride up this front. This high pressure system is going to do its best to kind of keep it at bay. But right now the models are showing it coming right into us. And then we have another system coming in for Easter weekend that could give us another shot of snow. So this is your 3-day forecast, starting with your day tomorrow. Tuesday, showers, 14 degrees, can't complain about the temperatures. We start seeing our temperatures kind of dipping into the rest of the week, as Wednesday we have heavier showers at 10 degrees, but low. Look at the overnight low for Wednesday at freezing, so that rain could turn into wet snow. For Thursday, we are looking at 6 degrees, but again, temperatures kind of cold overnight at -7, and if there's any rain left in those clouds at nighttime, it's going to start falling as snow. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that for you. Heidi is standing by for more of the show right after this.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
20 years ago, a little friend of ours got a lot of attention from Canadians. The idea of a tiny hippo that could actually be living in our homes got us talking about how easy it is to be fooled by what we see. Today, the internet is full of things that look just as real. In our digital world, we need to think smarter and double-check before we believe anything we see. Find out how at breakthefake.ca.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings this morning with Heidi and Mike.
Hello.
Yes. I will tell you that there is somebody in Ontario right now who is holding a ticket that won Saturday night's 6 million Lotto 649 jackpot. I will also tell you that that somebody isn't me.
Or me.
So what I will say is that an Ontario ticket holder did win the 6 million, and the draw's guaranteed 1 million prize went to a lottery player in Quebec, also not me. The jackpot for the next Lotto 649 draw on March 24th will be an estimated 5 million. So I guess there's truth in what they're saying. You got to play if you're going to win. So better buy my ticket. Okay. The Thunderbirds played yesterday. Mike, do we have an update on that?
I can't. I have to push the button to make sure that you can hear me.
Sorry, you have to push some buttons?
Yeah. I don't.
Shouldn't your goal be to never push buttons, particularly where a woman is concerned, especially one who can be sarcastic and acerbic and nasty?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't push my buttons.
I will not push your buttons. I've learned. I'll stay in line. Okay, Heidi.
That's right. You can only soften me somewhat with, images of Jason Momoa.
Okay, I'll find some good. I'm going to talk to him next time, see if he can give me something else. But anyways, Heidi, yeah, I'm just looking at right now the Thunderbirds actually lost 5-4 to the Blind River Beavers there on Saturday night. So in the COVID Cup.
Okay.
So, yeah, unfortunately, they lost. What are we going to say? I'm not a hockey person, so you'd think I was, but.
Well, they, move the puck from one end to the other. And, like Colette and I were kind of discussing last week, like typically the team who scores the most wins, right? That's how you determine an outcome in a sporting event, at least from my perspective. And sometimes there's color commentary. So, okay. So, Ontario is now going to allow outdoor dining in the gray lockdown zones. So this is a modification to the COVID-19 restrictions. Red, orange zones are now allowed 50% indoor capacity to a maximum of 50 or 100 people respectively, corresponding to the zone that they're in. But again, so in the areas that are rated gray lockdown, outdoor dining is now going to be permitted. So I think that's really going to kind of help a lot of the restaurants. And that was actually part of the discussion that I had at that little Hayden restaurant last night. Because, I'm a veteran of the industry. I was a server for 1 million years. And I wanted to, because to my way of thinking, it must be so challenging in these times of unpredictable client flow to maintain inventory. How do you keep your food fresh? How do you know what to buy? How do you not kill yourself with, buying food that's just going to go bad? So, so it's nice to see that some of these, some of the modifications are being implemented, and hopefully that will provide some additional support to certain industries that are suffering. I'm being told Craig is ready, so I'm obviously going to throw it to Craig for the 7-day.
Before we go to that, let's take a look at a picture from this past weekend. We have photo evidence of just how gorgeous it was this weekend. This is courtesy Bob McCauley. He sent us a picture last week too from Grow Cap, which is awesome. This is the Mississauga River in Blind River. This was taken on the first day of spring, which was Saturday. So just a beautiful picture. And if you want to send your pictures in, just go right ahead to send them to newsroom@siouxonline.com. And let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. This is what we're looking like, folks. So we have cloud for the first couple of days, but warmer temperatures. And then we start losing some of the cloud and we start dipping our temperatures. But we also have a lot of rain in our forecast for Wednesday. And also, I'm not totally confident on the snow, but a lot of forecasts are calling for snow this weekend. So definitely watch that. We'll have an update on that at 5 o'clock.
Well, thanks for that, Craig. Wow. Does everybody get to hear the feedback or just me? Fantastic. All right. So we did comment, we did discuss briefly last week about how the Ontario government is extending the pay bump for PSWs, but now some of the PSWs are providing their perspective, and they're saying that the career itself has more issues than just the pay. So they have been receiving an extra $3 an hour since October as part of the COVID-19 response. And according to a staffing study, PSWs in long-term care homes make an average of about $22.69 an hour. So the wage increase is important because it invites people into the career. But you know what, there are other problems. It can be very physically demanding. There's the toll that it takes on your mental health. So nice though the money is, there are other challenges. So beware. So we have 20 seconds left. Hey, you know what happened to me? I filled up my gas tank on the weekend. And so you're there and you're having that moment and you're filling your gas tank, and then I look down and there was a sticker. There was a sticker on the pump that I was using. And
10 seconds?
It does say for rectal use only. So I wasn't even sure if I can say rectal on camera, but I just said it twice now. Rectal. But what was that? Is that like a PSA?
You got 5 seconds.
Oh my God.
4.
5 seconds. Well, I have nothing left
2.
then. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone.
Enjoy your week.